Okay, so this morning I'm actually at a community pond that I found. Not that it was super hidden or anything, but it's down here in Kissimmee. It's down by the library and the Civic Center. There's a parking garage here. There's public parking. This pond I've seen a few times. Wasn't sure if it was publicly fishable, but there's no signs to say you can't. And in fact, I'm standing on a path where somebody's obviously been fishing. There's more paths as you go down here, and it's just a nature trail that walks along this pond down to Lake Toho, West Lake Toho. So I came here the other day, checked it out, threw a couple times. I ended up catching 5 fish, and one of them was around 3 pounds. So I don't know if there's any monsters in here, considering that this is located just off of downtown Kissimmee. I don't think there's any monsters in here because it's obviously fished a lot, but cool little ponds like this that are kind of hidden in plain sight are one of those things that definitely worth checking out. So I'm going to see if I can't catch a couple more fish here today in the hour that I have. First fish of the day, little guy. Oops. Just a pretty little dude, but all we're looking for. This sucks. It's probably a 5-pound bass right there. It's been in there a while. Gross. Yeah. Alright, so I've got 2 fish so far. Not looking super encouraging at the moment, but we're going to keep going. I missed one. We pulled it and I waited. Going back. It was a bust, just those 2 fish. And by this time I'd already caught 3 or 4 last time I was here. So we're going to work our way down along this little canal and then go to the bottom portion of the pond down here, which has a fountain in it. Didn't catch anything down here last time, but I might catch something this time. So give it a shot, but definitely I want to throw a few casts right here. This is where that canal. I'm showing solid ground first. It's fairly deep. It's about 2 or 3 feet. I want to cast up in there. See if there's anything sitting at the mouth of it. Well, that's a good fish. That's a much better fish. That's a really good fish. What is this? That's a catfish. That's why it's a good fish. Where'd you hook that? Alright. Alright, let's figure this out. Well, that's the first catfish I've caught on artificial bait. It's actually a healthy one. So we're gonna pop him back in there. Not the best release, but it'll be fine. So not what we're technically looking for, but fish is a fish, right? Set the hook and I was like, man, this is a good fish, this is a good fish. And, you know, a decent fish, you know, probably 2.5, 3 pound caddy there. And when it started turning and jumping, I was like, it looks silver, it doesn't look like a bass. And I was kind of confused because I've never caught catfish on artificial bait before, but you can. They do feed a lot on sight. They are predatory fish, even though they do eat a lot in the bottom as well. But first I've ever had that happen. So cool. Oh, I missed another one. That's a little guy though. Oh, it's on down. I see another little guy here. Oh, he held that. Skin hook right top of the mouth, will pop right out. I have a little dude. Nice and chunky though. Real pretty little fish. Another little guy. Alright, a pretty little dude, and there's plenty of small ones in here. It's going to be given this is a urban pond, but it's not a big dead fish we were looking at. It's a 5 or 6 pound bass. I've got 3 Senkos left. I'm going to try down here with the last one. The last one I'm going to blow up at the upper end again. I caught a 3 pounder here 2 days ago, no, 3 days ago, so I know there are bigger fish in here. We gotta find them. We've got 2 in that bottom lobe, and this trail here, if you look, doing construction on the road there. On the other side of that is West Lake Toho. So this trail is just a trail that runs between here and the parking garage up there in the library. And this pond is here, and I was talking to one of the locals. He said that he's seen some big fish come out of here, and he's like, not many people fish it because they don't know it's here. And when you are next to a premier fishing lake like that, this kind of gets overlooked. So I'm going to go up here and I'm going to try the shoreline again, work my way back up to the car. But got a few fish. First catfish on artificial bait. Let's see if we can't find at least one bass that's in that 3 to 6 pound range. My advice is if you're looking for new places to fish, use Google Maps. I knew this place existed, I just didn't know if it was fishable or not. But this is right in the middle of, right off of downtown Kissimmee. And like I said, the guy that I was talking to said he's seen some big fish come out of here. And I've seen some, there's one fish up there that's dead that's probably 6 pounds. And then I caught a 3 pounder here the other day. So they're in here. They're definitely in here. It's just grass, not a fish. They're in here, and I'm sure it gets some fishing pressure, but it can't get too much. I've never seen anybody fish it, and it's next to a bigger body of water, which a lot of people equate with better fishing. So if you just look around local neighborhoods and stuff, there's plenty of ponds that are like this. And if there's public access, this is actually just a little nature trail that they have. If there's public access to it, you should be able to fish them, unless there's signage that says no. But plenty of people fished it here. I mean, there's a lot of garbage here. It's not the greatest, but I'm looking to catch fish, not looking for amazing bodies of water to swim in. So That's a little guy. Holy crap, it's a little guy. No, don't lose my Senko. Jesus. Alright, so we're back where we started. No big fish today, except for that catfish. That was kind of cool. But, not too bad of a day. I'm not going to complain. We caught fish. We had fun. That's what fishing's about. I wasn't expecting to catch much out of this pond. My expectations are still kind of high, though, because of that big fish that's over there, and then the one that I caught a couple days ago. So maybe today's conditions just aren't right for it, but we'll come back at another point. But if you're ever out in any urban area, just look for ponds that are like this. It's not hidden. It's not on a very popular road, but it's got easy access to it, and I think it's one of those things that kind of gets overlooked a lot. So anyway, we got Easter vacation coming up, so I'm going to head out of town with the family. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have a good weekend.